first question I have to ask you, though, is why would somebody need you, right?
Yeah.
So with the advent of ETFs, with the advent of mutual funds, with automatic deductions from my checking account into share builder and drip funds and all these other things that go on, right?
Sure.
What's the role? What's the role of a wealth advisor
So
at this point?
I would say that there is a segment of the population who are very disciplined, who've done the work and understand how investments work, whereby they may say, you know what, I could do this myself. And there are, and I appreciate that do-yourself segment. However, as their financial lives become more complex and you have other issues to contend with, taxes, estate planning, how about planning for the college and for retirement? A lot of these issues come into play where you need a professional to work alongside you. With respect to the investment solution set, you mentioned mutual funds and ETFs. Mutual funds are, there's fees associated with them, so you need to be careful about which ones you buy.
Well, you don't work for free, though. There's fees associated with wealth advisors, right?
Right, we charge a fee, but then there's also potentially a fee that mutual funds charge.
Right.
So one would have to be very careful about doubling that up. That could get very costly. There's also tax considerations. You could buy a mutual fund in October, or even November, in some cases December, have a tax liability that year for gains you didn't have. Because the mutual funds are buying and selling throughout the year, they have to pay capital gains taxes, and yet you're coming in and buying it at the last quarter of the year and getting hit with tax liabilities of gains you didn't appreciate.
Right.
So it's complex. With ETFs, even more so, because ETFs have been a revolution. As you know, the passive management, the amount of trillions of dollars that have been going into that sector has been extraordinary. I think there's some unintended consequences to that we could flesh out a bit more.